Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is Howls of the Deathsinger, World of Darkness Werewolf, Season 2, Episode 8, Back in the Saddle. We will turn it over now to Kerr for beginning introductions.
Hey everyone, I'm Kerr. I am the storyteller. I am the one who runs these games. I'm running games for over a decade now. World of Darkness, Aberrant, Exalted, D&D, Pathfinder, tiny bit of Cthulhu, basically everything I've done at least a little bit of. Anyway, yep, I'm the storyteller. I am the one who puts these guys through their paces and builds all this crap. And then they break it repeatedly over and over and over again. But hey, it's fun for them, so that's good. Yeah, I'll just turn it over to our players.
Hello, I am the Fox Bard. I am the werewolf who does most of the breaking of things, of course. It is indeed fun, can confirm.
Hello, I am Foxfiend and play Maddie. My character is the daughter of John Marcone and kind of the social butterfly of the group.
I am Zim, and I am playing Michael. He used to be the spy, now I don't even know what he is. Still need to go over his rebuild thing. But he died a couple weeks ago. And then got a job offer.
I thought you died. I got better.
Yeah, basically.
That sounds like some Harry Dresden stuff.
It's
Wait.
from Monty Python.
You've read Dresden Files?
I have read the Dresden Files.
And I'm Toshimari, and I'm playing Perry Freestone, the spirit talker. Ooh, I'm talking to Michael. Ooh.
Howdy, you can't see the very large smile that slowly formed on my face when you said that.
About the Dresden Files? Same here. Foxfeed, you are coming by much more often because I want to talk Dresden Files.
Okay, I will say it has been a little bit since I've read the book.
You're coming by more often!
How far are you?
I think I'm like something like 5 books behind at this point because I read them a while ago and haven't picked the books back up for a while and I need to pick them back up and read them again because they're really good. But yeah. As a matter of fact, that's actually something that's going to go on my Amazon wish list. Those books, because when I read them, I didn't actually own them. I borrowed them from someone else, and well, now I moved out and don't have immediate access to them. So yeah.
Oh, I just listened to the audiobooks.
Fair enough.
Well, anyways, we'll go ahead and turn it over to the recap. Barney, go for it.
So last time on World of Darkness Werewolf, Michael died incredibly horribly, so Barney wanted to find a time mage, couldn't find a time mage, So then Domino showed up and was like, shopping trip! And, you know, that happened. And then he showed us a portal where Michael was further being tormented for his sins in life.
Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure the shopping trip's not even done yet.
Yeah. That's it. That's all that happened.
All right, we'll turn it over to Kerr.
I'm sorry, darlings, he had to step away, but don't worry, I'm here to take over for him. Hello, darling, so delightful to see you again.
Hello, Domino. It's always a
Hello.
pleasure.
Indeed, Maddie, yes, our shopping trip is going absolutely fabulously, it is.
Anyways, last I recalled, we were about to look at accessories.
Yes, darling. However, I have gotten a text message, and it seems that there's somebody that I know who wants to meet you all.
Yeah.
Alright. And who might this person be?
As he looks at Barney, he has alcohol.
I don't understand why the fuck I'd care about that, but okay.
He also has a rock. That's better than your rock.
Impossible.
It is. I swear it upon my perfection.
So, who is this mysterious person then?
What shall I say? What is the most perfect introduction that I can give?
A name's a good start.
But if
Yeah.
I give you a name, then it takes away all the air of mystery, darling. I have to
Joke.
think of the proper name, the proper title, the proper words in order to give exactly the mystique that he needs.
Oh,
Alright.
that's right. He's like Faye and bullshit. Names are important.
No,
It
darling,
shouldn't
it's just...
be too much of an issue for you, Domino, given how perfect you are.
this is true. I am very perfect, darling. Now, let's see. Hmm. What shall I say? What shall I say to you all? I know, darlings. He is a delightful, delightful fellow. And he is quite interesting when it comes to matters of ensuring corruption and negativity are removed from the town. And he is someone who could be a very good ally for all of you.
This is either a cop or something entirely different.
Supernatural variety.
So, this mysterious contact, Does he have a title?
No, he does not have a title, but he does have a name. And it is a name I will give you when the time is right.
Jeffrey.
His name is not Jeffrey.
Ronald.
It is not Ronald.
Christopher.
It is
Oh,
not
very well
Christopher.
then. Let's not keep up this charade. Take us to him.
Margaret.
No, no, darling. Though I did meet a very nice Margaret once.
Hmm.
Now,
I know, it's Sue, right?
it's not Sue.
Is it Joe?
No. Come along, darlings. Let's head to the car, and I will take you to him.
Come on, but guessing's so much more fun.
You will not
Wait.
guess his name.
Since when do you care about vehicles?
Didn't he like put us in a limo once?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
We have to make a proper entrance, darling.
Ooh, are we dressed up right for the occasion?
I don't think he really cares too much about outfits.
Mm.
A magnanimous dispensation.
Tokeme tipped $110.
There we go.
Somebody's sounding like a motor vehicle there.
Doshime, thank you so much for the tip. The tip goal has been 100% completed. Thank you again so very much for the support and keeping the channel going, Doshime. We can't do it without you.
Very well. Then we follow Domino out to the vehicle.
Domino will lead you out to a brilliant white limousine that is currently waiting. And he's just going to
Righty.
snap his fingers as the back doors for the limo open up and he just casually climbs in.
I just casually follow him.
What he said.
Does everyone get into the
Michael's
limo
gonna
now?
put his newfound speed to the test and run away.
And I'm going to get in the limo.
I was expecting a response from Kerr on that, but I guess Michael will actually get in the limo.
I was just staring incredulously as my brain tried to process that. Once everyone is in, the inside of the limo is very, very nice. There's a little mini bar. There's even a buffet. You're not sure how he was able to fit an entire buffet into the limo, but he was able to.
Man, an entire Warren G.
And Domino is just going to sit down in what looks to be a throne that is in the limo. Please, please, take a seat, darlings. Take a seat.
Of course.
And once you guys start off, it doesn't even feel like you're in a car as the vehicle begins moving. So, darlings, how have you been doing so far? How are you holding up? I know you went through some traumatic issues over these last day.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's just been a day with this time travel?
Oh, I've kept track of things. I'm not as tethered to time as you all are.
Yeah.
Duke.
I mean, I died, so there was that.
Well, you look quite good for being dead, what with the breathing and everything.
Am I breathing, though, because I need the oxygen, or am I breathing because my body's just used to doing that my entire life?
You're breathing because you're still alive, darling. Believe me, I am quite intimate when it comes to souls and such.
That
I
wasn't
mean,
one of the
Michael, if
two
you really need
options.
to, if you really need to test it, you can always just try holding your breath.
No, I don't think that would actually solve anything. That wouldn't really test it, because, again, it could just be my brain deciding, no, you've got to stop that, and
Well, I mean,
I
if you
think
hold
the
it
only
long
way to
enough, you
really
pass out.
taste... I
And
think
if you
the only
pass
way...
out, we know that you need the oxygen.
Not necessarily. I think the only way to really test it is to try and drown myself.
I would not recommend that, darling.
So, Domino, what the frick happened?
Oh, what do you mean, darling?
Barney saw Michael dead. Held Michael in his arms. For all intents and purposes, Michael had stopped living, ceased to be. What actually happened there? Because I'm having troubles believing that you weren't watching and aware of the situation. So what happened?
Well, darling, I wasn't really watching too much. I was taking care of other things. But I do know that one of my old associates that I was aware of from quite a while ago, well, it seems he took an interest and he decided to, oh, what's the word that you mortals use? he decided to attempt to recruit Michael to work for him.
And then he decided to torture me.
That was not torture, that was training. You are quite fine. See? You're in one piece, no harm done.
Tomato, tomato.
All right.
It's not tomato, tomato, darling. If he wanted you dead, believe me, there are a few things in this world that could likely stop him from trying to kill you. Especially as you were in his personal domain and place of power. He can't usually act outside of it. He truly was attempting to help you, darling.
So, Michael, what sort of deal did you make? What do you have to do to pay this back?
Something about taking care of the living and the dead.
Oh boy, the apocalypse.
I don't know.
I see you taking your oath very seriously.
Well, the way I see it, if I don't like something they asked me to do, well, I was dead anyway, so this just gives me some extra time.
But you're indebted to him.
Yes, and I can still refuse. It's just like training for a job, you know? That doesn't necessarily mean that I have to continue with the job.
Like training for a job. All right. Well, where are we going?
We're going wherever this car is taking us.
Oh yes, darling, it won't be that far. Trust me, trust me. We're just currently going through the town, and we'll be there shortly. Don't worry. And Michael, this isn't going to be like a job that you're used to.
To be fair, I don't think I've had any job that I'm really used to.
Hmm. Fair, fair. You'll find though that your new boss can pay quite handsomely.
I mean, I'll definitely say life is a pretty, good, reward, good payment. However, like I said, as long as he doesn't tell me to do something that I don't want to do, that I object to, then we're good.
Oh, one other question. This job that Michael now has, how much trouble is it going to heap onto the rest of us? What are we going to be roped into from this as his pack?
We were already roped into dealing with Pentex.
Well, yes, but
My
A new
bad.
job means new responsibilities, and if we're going to be accompanying him, that means we're going to be facing those responsibilities as well, which means new and more variety of trouble than we previously had. So, what sort of trouble can we expect from Michael's new job?
Well, I can't give specifics, darling. I don't know exactly what he's going to ask Michael to do. I can only speculate and guess, and also what he actually wants him to do could be very, very different because something may come up or something might not come up. Nothing might happen, or everything could happen. I'm not sure which path that you're all going to take, so I can't say for sure.
Well, any amount of speculation means that we're able to be better prepared for it.
Let's see. If I had to speculate and guess, I would say that he would likely want you to go after spirits and the dead, would be my honest opinion.
Spirits from the dead. Alright. I'll make sure I have my salt rounds loaded and ready.
I can't say that I really know all of that much. I'm afraid that when it comes to the dead, they simply aren't nearly as fabulous as the living, for the most part. It's rare that I find someone who is dead to be all that interesting.
Like him.
I mean, fair enough. They are hardly the life of the party.
Oh, that pun hurt, darling. That pun hurts.
You loved it.
He just kind of shakes his head a little bit at that. Now, darlings, when we arrive, we're going to want to make sure that you are all on your best behavior. This figure is a powerful force in the supernatural. He can be quite the mover and shaker, so I've heard. I haven't really gotten to meet him much. I only have met him a few times when he's attended my parties and soirees, so to speak. And as you look outside the car, you guys have pulled up to a very nice looking house at the very edge of Empty Springs. But here we are, darlings. Here we are.
Alright. Best behavior then.
Thank you for the
Oh,
ride, Domino.
Not to worry, I intend to act absolutely ghoulish.
The doors to the car open and allow you out. It's a very simple yard. There isn't that much to see, honestly. The house is a older style. It's made of brick. The brick is a little bit like cracked and aged, but still in relatively good condition. It looks like it's been painted recently with a very, very bright red. It's a two-story house, and you're not sure if it has a basement or not, but It's a nice house. It really is. It really wouldn't stand out too much if you were looking for like another. If you were looking for something strange, this house looks like it's pretty simple.
Pretty normal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well then, head up to the door and ring the doorbell.
Ding dong, ding dong, 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 ding dong.
Bing bong bong bing. Bing bong bong bing. There is a few moments of silence before the door opens and a man is standing there. It looks to be in his late 40s, early 50s, wearing a fairly nice looking suit, and he just kind of looks at all of you. May I help you?
Hello. Domino let us know that you wanted to meet us.
Ah, yes, yes, come in, come in. As he steps aside to allow you guys entry into the house.
Unfortunately, Domino was not very forthcoming with a name, though, so I do not know what to call you.
Oh, I'm not the one who called you.
Alright.
My master is currently waiting inside.
Okay, lead the way then.
He will nod and begin to lead you guys inside. The inside of the home is very, very nice. It feels warm, like warm and welcoming. You can see very nice pictures on the wall, fresh carpet on the ground. Um, you can see little knickknacks, tiny tables holding stuff. Like, this is clearly a house that has been lived in, and it just has that sort of welcoming presence to it as he leads you through the hallway.
It feels like it has a history.
Mm-hmm. A nice history.
I don't trust it.
And he leads you into a very nice kitchen area. And there, sitting on the table, is another tiny little table. And sitting at this
I
tiny
double
little
don't trust
table
it.
is a little squirrel in a very, very nice looking suit. And he is reading a newspaper, and you can see there's a little tiny plate. And on that plate looks to be a piece of what might be cake, maybe, or bread. And he has a very, very tiny newspaper, like that he's actually able to hold in his tiny little paws. And when you guys step in, the man who was leading you coughs a little bit, and this little hamster or squirrel or gerbil, it's hard to tell necessarily. His tail is fairly large, though, so probably leaning towards squirrel. Looks up from his newspaper and smiles. Yes, 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 yes. I see you've all come. Be welcome here, please. Have a seat, have a seat. And he will actually stand up and smile as he folds up the newspaper and sets it down on the table.
I smile friendly as I go and take a seat. Hello. Pleasure to meet you.
Arnie,
Yep.
why is our lunch talking to us?
Oh my goodness.
You should ask the lunch.
I'll be polite and go sit down.
That was out of character, but I couldn't help making the joke. Michael will go sit as well.
So, you're the one who summoned us then?
Yes, yes, it was I. It's so delightful that Domino was actually able to get you here and not lead you off on some escapade or epic journey, or you know how he can be.
Yes, he does have his moments. Speaking of Domino, he was not very forthcoming with a name. What may I call you?
Once I did have a name, just like all of you did, a normal human name. But unfortunately, I'm not able to use that name anymore.
I didn't say the name had to be your name per se. Just ask.
So
Just
you may
ask
know me.
something.
You may know me as Lord Thufferkins Esquire the Third.
I would have guessed that eventually.
You said Lord Flubberkins?
Lord Thufferkins Esquire the Third.
Lord Thumpers.
Lord Thufferkins Esquire the Third.
Lord Flufferkins, Esquire the Third. Pleasure to meet you, Lord Flufferkins. Name's Maddie.
He will walk over, Maddie, and take like one of your fingers and lift it up before kissing the tip of the finger. It is delightful. It is delightful to make your acquaintance, Maddie.
It is rare for us to meet such fine gentlemen in today's society.
Indeed, indeed it is. And what about all of you?
I am Michael, and I'm a zombie.
Not a zombie.
I mean, most of us are werewolves, so.
Really? You're a zombie, you say? You don't look like one of the risen to me.
Oh, I died, and then I came back.
No, it seems like you're very much breathing. Yes. Yes, you're still alive.
I suppose that remains to be seen. We did have an interesting conversation about whether I am actually breathing because I need air, or if I'm breathing because it's just a muscle reflex at this point. It might it might go away after a time because, you know, that's possible that eventually the muscles will forget needing to do that in life. I mean, I was very recently risen back.
You're not a vampire.
No, I'm definitely not a vampire. I don't crave blood. Though I definitely do crave meat.
Oh, that is fairly consistent with being a werewolf.
You were gonna say, Kerr?
Oh no, I can say safely that you are still among the living. He kind of leans towards you and sniffs at you a little bit. Nope, you are alive.
I suppose that will have to be seen. But I definitely know I'm among the living. I mean, you're all alive, so I am among you. I am a Mogus.
And thus our
You guys are
storyteller
retarded.
disconnects.
Oh,
Enough of
God,
the
Grr! It wasn't that bad.
You were pretty bad there, Michael.
Me too.
Oh,
Some might even say the worst.
ow. Ow. I took emotional damage there.
Zim, roll for
Nobody likes
damage.
that.
Mm. Mm. Ow. My brain is still trying to recover from that.
Roll an attack using wit.
Well, I'll be right back while you do continue to recover.
Hmm.
Anyways, so that's Michael, and then we also have Barney and Perry.
Oh, and who are you two? Hmm?
I am Perry. The one
I'm
who's
Barney.
supposed to be dealing with spirits.
And what do you do, Bonnie? Perry has said that he apparently works with spirits. What do you do?
I eat.
Hmm. I see. What do you enjoy eating? Pizza? Sandwiches? Pizza sandwiches?
Souls.
Oh no, I saw you jump on that squirrel last week and gobble it up in one bite.
It's got a small soul in it. It was like a snack.
I see. Well, it is delightful to meet some of you more than others.
Why are you looking at me when you said that?
I wasn't. As he's looking at Barney. And you.
Guys, we don't need to go scaring our gracious host.
You aren't scaring
Anyways.
him.
Sorry, what was that, Perry?
You aren't scaring him. You don't know hardly anything about him yet. and we're even in his house. So quit insulting him.
Now, I wanted to call you all here because I heard that you are good with possibly dealing with the supernatural.
I mean, that does tend to be our job as werewolves.
Well, there's something that I was hoping that you could deal with for me. And I am very happy to pay you for your services.
Alright, my ears are open.
I think I may have angered someone, though I'm not sure who. And lately I have felt like I am being followed by something that I cannot necessarily see. I believe it may be some sort of spirit or soul that is attempting to spy on me. And I would very much like it to be dealt with. And, well, I've heard that werewolves are quite good at dealing with troublesome spirits and issues of the like. So, I figured since it's a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, you all could help me, and I will pay you.
Alright, and, what's the pay looking like?
Hmm. How about... Hmm, I think a fair price would be $100,000 each.
Oh, must be a very serious consideration for that sort of price, my lord.
I quite like my privacy, and I would very much rather get this issue dealt with discreetly if possible.
Oh, I'm. Is there any more information you can tell us about this job?
I haven't been able to see it. It's been very careful to avoid my direct presence, but I believe it is either some type of spirit or possibly what you all would call a ghost. That's where I've been able to narrow it down so far.
All right. And when are you feeling it's been following you around and spying on you?
I feel it most when I'm at my place of business. I run one of the biggest shipping companies here in Empty Springs, and whenever I'm at work, I feel like that presence is trying to follow me. It doesn't come around here very often, but I also think my own supernatural protections may be hindering it from trying to come.
All right. And okay, so the place that we'd want to do our snooping around to try to find it would probably be near your office then.
Indeed. I can give you the location,
All right.
and he's going to put a little um, business card with it's going to have a cute little image of a squirrel with super packed cheeks.
Oh, thought I might have recognized that face somewhere. You might know my father then.
Rodentia's Movers. You send it, we ship it.
And takes the business card and gives it a look over. And all right, if everyone else is in agreement, then I think we can take on this job. Barney, Perry, Michael.
I think we can.
Yeah, I'm good with taking it.
Sorry, good with taking what?
This job.
This job.
Oh, yeah. See reason not, I guess.
All right. And I think we have a deal. And Maddie holds out her finger to shake.
You will reach out and shake your finger with with both of his hands. Delightful, delightful, simply delightful. I will call ahead, and I will see to it that you all receive badges and permission to move around the facility. There will be a few areas that you will not be able to enter, I'm afraid. It's company secrets and the like. You know how it can be.
Fair enough. Are there any particular NDAs you want us to sign before we breach the premise?
Oh no. All of our company secrets are within the rooms that you will not go into. So there shouldn't be any issues or anything. And if there is, we can always discuss it afterwards. But I do wish to make it firm. Please do not enter those areas. It is very much those are the secrets that I'm very much trying to protect. So it doesn't very well work for me if you all see it and find out about it when I'm trying to make sure whatever this spirit is doesn't find out about it.
Then, my lord, one very important question for this job then.
Mhm.
If said spirit or ghost or whatever apparition it may be decides to flee to one of those to one of those rooms that we ought not see, do we still have permission to pursue it?
I would say you may be
Yes.
working with some of my own security guards and such. I would check with them and see if they might be able to pursue it if possible, though they may not even realize what they're up against. But
Right.
I would say check with them. They keep track of the site much more decently than I do necessarily. I only come usually about once every week or two in order to make sure everything is running well.
That's fair, but it's one of those questions about weighing the our job of eliminating the scene versus your company secrets. And if push comes to shove and pursuing our job does require breaching some of those lines, which do you value more?
I would prefer keeping my security and my secrets, if possible.
If possible. But
He
which
doesn't
one do
want
you
us
value
finding
more?
about his illegal acorn trafficking.
What was that?
Nothing.
Because if it does happen in interest of completing our job for you, we have to breach one of those lines. It would be best if we don't feel the need to hesitate and possibly let it get away.
I understand. You will have discretion, and I will trust you for your silence in matters that do not come with the job.
All right.
And believe me, I can be quite a good patron.
And we will do our best to not have to pursue into those restricted areas. All right.
Is there anything else that you wish to discuss or ask me about before you go?
I think that's all questions from me. Anyone else?
Who do you think are possible suspects that the spirit would be working for?
That could be difficult. Um, Mostly, I just have rivals when it comes to the other changelings and such. But very few of us actually traffic with spirits and the like. So, unfortunately, when it comes to possible suspects, I'm not entirely sure if it's one of my rivals or if it could be a different player that I may have angered for some reason.
Okay.
It's clearly
Here's my main
FedEx.
question.
Actually, no, it's UPS. They lost my computer, so they're the bad guys right now.
My goodness.
I mean, they really did. Like, how do you lose that? It is a wooden crate.
Very carefully in a warehouse full of other wooden crates.
Nobody ships anything in a wooden crate anymore.
My computer came in a wooden crate.
You ordered from Origin too?
I did actually.
Yeah, I'm regretting that decision.
Oh, mine came in good condition and is working just fine. So
They
hopefully yours
shipped
will
it
get to
before
you
it was
soon.
done.
Oh.
They shipped it before it was done, then recalled it, and now apparently UPS has lost it.
Dang.
What's UPS doing then to try to fix that?
Apparently there's been an investigation launched. That's all I know. And Origin's not telling me anything. They're at
And
least
you've been
offering
on
a free
customer
fan
service with them?
upgrade, but at the same time, well, their customer service has been kind of useless. Either way, I will give them a little bit more time, and if they still don't deliver the website or the PC, I'm just gonna cancel and go with somebody else. I've got a very interesting offer from Zydax.
Well, I wish you good luck on that. Anyways, back to the game. So no more questions for our kind lord here?
No, I had my main one answered. Barney, did you want to ask about the rock?
Right, there was a rock.
Yes, I do have a rock here. It is a very nice rock.
He was promised seeing your rock.
Perhaps if you do well, I will allow you to see my rock, and perhaps even lay upon the rock.
Is it a large rock?
It is a very large rock.
Like big enough for me?
His rock is literally just a mountain in his backyard. We walk outside and it's like, how did we not see this before?
That's not a rock, that's a lot of little smaller rocks.
Yes, I do have a rock here, and you may be able to see the rock if that is what you wish to do.
I'm sure I'll see it later. We
Yeah,
got
I
the business and whatnot to take care of.
Yeah, we should head to the business now.
Yeah, I think we should. Thank you for meeting with us, my lord.
Of course. It's absolutely no problem. I am more than happy to assist you in any means necessary in order to see that what I need gets done. And I do appreciate all of the help that you're giving me. Truly, I am.
Mm.
Now, if you need anything, he's going to take one of his other little tiny business cards and write down something on it after pulling a tiny custom sized pen from his pocket. And he will hold it out. Here's my number. If you need me for any reason, you can contact me this way.
Mm. Thank you very much. And in turn, I'll offer, offer my own contact card, which does have first and last name on it.
Matty Marcone.
He's going to take it. It's going to be like the size of a surfboard for him. As he's just holding it in his two paws. Ah, yes, yes. Delightful to make your acquaintance.
And I guess get up to go then.
There was no recognition in regards to the Marcone name.
None that he seemed to show.
Fair enough.
Delightful, delightful, darlings. Have a safe trip, everybody.
Will do. You stay safe yourself.
And
Right, just
right.
raises a hand.
Yes.
Hmm?
No, he's just waving.
Ah.
Like, bye.
And he and his butler will escort you out of the house where Domino's limo is still waiting for all of you.
Turn back and look in spirit sight.
This place is crawling with like runes and sigils, but it's not like what you are used to when it comes to like wardings and such, Perry. But you may make an occult plus intelligence roll to try to identify them.
Nope. Fudge.
Wow.
Suddenly, the wards and sigils react and engrave themselves on your brain. You can no longer think of anything but figuring them out.
This totally looks like vampiric blood magic to you.
Oh, that's even worse.
Okay, let's get on our way.
Hello, darlings. How was your little play date?
It was very pleasant. The Lord was only the finest of a gentleman.
I mean, he gave us a job. I'm not sure I would
Yeah.
call it a play date.
Anyways,
Makes me wonder who he lost his name to.
Well, he is a changeling, darling. Him saying his name would cause issues.
What kind of
Anyways.
issues?
Well, if a changeling actually uses their old name, their keeper might be able to find them and would be able to try to take them back to Arcadia.
There would be a hunt.
I see. Fair enough.
But Maddie, you have the location we need to go to. Let Domino know.
yep. And I present the location, and yeah, here
Domino.
for our job.
Domino will nod and look it over. Wonderful, wonderful. I will have us brought there in likely 5 or 10 minutes.
All right.
And Domino is going to head on into the I can talk, I swear. Into the vehicle and beckon all of you guys to come.
All right. And what was this person? The name that this person presented us again? Lord Fluffer what?
Lord Flufferkins Esquire the Third.
Flufferkins Esquire. I. All right. Just
Onwards!
note of it.
Victory or death? We've already seen the
Preferably not
death,
second
so
one.
And so you guys begin heading off. And it doesn't take long, though, before you are able to make it to the facility. The security guard who is out front waves you guys in, and you guys are let in, and you see a very large, pretty, normal office-looking building.
Hey Perry, it was salt rounds that are effective against spirits, right? Spirits, ghosts, that sort of thing.
Depends on the spirit.
All right. Anything else that might be particularly effective against spirits?
Yes.
In terms
Sure
of
thing.
firearm ammunition.
Something that'll work with spirit. against spirits is right here, holding up your hand, and here, touching you on your cheek where you're.
I've had more training with a gun. Very well.
More than likely, they will be too close when you see them to use your firearms.
I think we may need to bring Barney in and have him train you, Maddie.
Maybe.
You not used a gun before?
No, I've got gun experience. Remember who raised me?
And what's the issue?
No,
The
it's,
supernatural issue.
the supernatural issue. They're saying you might need to train me in physical combat and hand-to-hand stuff.
I'm better at teaching firearms, but okay. You know you can just put, like, silver in these things, right?
Yeah, for werewolves.
Silver
Or
for
that-
werewolves, iron for anything that's,
Iron
basically
for
fey.
Silver
Yeah.
for werewolves, iron for fae,
What was the one
salt for
for-
spirits.
And what was the one for vampires?
There is
Fire.
one.
Incendiary.
Yeah, fire.
Ah, yes, dragon's breath.
Incendiary for vampires, that and possibly silver,
Or sunlight.
or sunlight. But it's hard to load sunlight into a bullet.
Talk to a mage, you can get those bullets.
I suppose depleted uranium might work. Anyways. But yeah, Maddie double checks to make sure she has salt rounds loaded and yeah.
Onwards!
Onwards.
You guys are able to approach this large building, and there is what looks to be a security guard waiting at the door. And he smiles as you guys approach. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, we were sent by your boss about a possible ghost issue.
Face palm.
He did tell us to be discreet.
Oh. Sure, I take that back. I apologize. I take that back. I'm gonna let Michael take the lead here. I forgot about the discreet part.
We have been sent
Yeah.
by the owner of the company to deal with something inside.
Not odd. The boss did call and say that someone was coming.
Well, here we
Is there
are.
anything that you're looking for in particularly?
At this time, no. We'll be able to handle things from here on our own.
Nod. Well, there's some more security guards patrolling inside, but if you need anything or any help, don't hesitate to ask one of us. And he will unlock the door and allow you guys all inside.
For the sake of everyone, please have them clear out of the areas that we are allowed access to?
He did say we could talk with security.
About the ghost specifically?
About rooms that we're not supposed to be in and that type of...
Well, yes. I'm saying that they should go to only the places that we're not supposed to be in.
Basically, the security guards don't get in your guys' way, is I think what he's trying to say.
Exactly. Don't get in our way, don't possibly, what is it? Give in to lunarism or something?
Lunacy?
Lunacy.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
The stuff that you like to do. But yeah, you're good.
Michael is wanting to make sure the security are cleared out as much as they can be. Oh,
Evil
and
nod.
any cameras that are on in the areas that we are allowed to access, those will also need to be turned off.
You're going full Phasmo on this, aren't you?
I wasn't planning on it, but I could.
He
Barney, you
will-
haven't done anything real at all this session. What are you gonna do?
Hmm. Well, I'm not
What are we
usually the
even
best
doing
at
here?
talking.
Well, yeah, but we're
looking-
we're past the talking part. We're on to the investigation. And there's nobody to talk to, so
Sniff.
I mean, do we know what the ghost is going to smell like?
It probably won't smell like people.
Fair enough.
Sure.
Sorry, I was muted and I didn't realize it. Give me a roll. Let's do investigation.
Let's see. Investigation.
Plus intelligence.
Investigation. There it is. Investigation plus intelligence. Okay. That's 2 successes.
Okay. Give me an intelligence plus occult roll.
Intelligence plus occult roll. My cult is the same thing. Nope. It's too many dice. That's 3 successes.
Nice.
All right. As you sniff the air,
A prudent choice.
Clearly, sniffing the air was the right choice.
as you sniff the air, you find there is a scent there that isn't human. It's faint. It's difficult to make out in all the other scents that are around. But yes, it doesn't smell like one of the spirits that you're used to hunting, Barney.
Nope.
It
Joke.
smells like a human spirit, a
Hmm.
mortal spirit.
Domino.
Also attacked Martin!
Oh. That's gonna be us in a moment.
Yeet!
Maybe.
Maybe.
Our last experience with fighting a spirit did not go well.
Yeah.
But yes, it looks like this is probably a human spirit here, and likely, if they're on this side
Joke.
of the storm wall, then either they have backing from someone over on the supernatural side, or they're strong enough that they're able to make it through into this world themselves.
Or they're riding somebody.
Yes. So they could be possessing someone, or they could just be moving around somewhat invisibly. You would likely be able to see them with your spirit sight, because that would be the sort of area they would be occupying right now if they aren't actually manifested on here. But you're not exactly sure where they are at exactly, but there's definitely signs that there is someone here in this building right now. The scent is new enough that you can make it out.
Hey, Kurt, just a reminder, are we able to like freely just activate Spirit Sight, or is that a special skill?
Joke.
You can turn it on if you want to try to look.
Alright. I'll go ahead and turn it on and take a look around.
The walls look old and decrepit, half rotten, and just sort of disgusting. The area around you looks like it's falling apart. Like there's something eating at the walls and floor. I'm trying to think of how else I want to describe this. It almost looks like black mold just creeping and consuming everything. The lights are flickering, dim,
Joke.
almost dead.
Gross. That's... And feels like a horror movie scene. Alright, and am I able to would I need to make any sort of roll to identify the scent that Barney did, or is he
You
able to
could-
just point it out to me and...
You could try to. That would be a investigation plus intelligence roll.
Alright, alright. Investigation, intelligence, investigation, that's not a great skill of mine, but... But that is a success.
You are able to pick up a faint scent here. Give me an intelligence plus occult roll, Patty.
Intelligence plus occult. And that's gonna be the rub. Because I'm converting my character over. I did not apply experience points yet, and so I don't have any points in occult. So that will be like a d10.
That'll be fine.
No, it will not be fine.
Patty, you've heard talk of the great butterfly lords. They take the form of sweet, innocent butterflies, and then they swarm over you and devour all of your blood and bodily fluids, and leaving behind nothing but a dead, dry husk.
Is that a, wait a moment. Is that a reference to something? I feel like that's a reference to something. I think I know what that's a reference to. Hold on. Is that a reference to Lobotomy Corporation?
No?
No?
At least not to my knowledge. No, I just came up with that off the top of my head.
Oh, okay.
Death
Never
by
mind then.
obsidian butts.
Death of obsidian butts!
Very well then. Ignore me. Spoilers in case you ever do decide to play Lobotomy Corporation. Not major spoilers. That's an early part of the game. Anyways. Yeah. Anyone else want to take a crack at getting and following the scent?
I have no idea what my stats are, so
Your stats haven't changed.
Wait. He went
So
through
I
a
still
training
have the-
montage and his stats didn't change?
Not yet,
Yeah.
anyway.
Not yet.
okay.
So right now, Maddie is looking out for butterflies. She doesn't voice that, though.
All right. What
Jerk.
role do you want then?
Excuse me. Excuse me,
Intelligence
sir.
plus investigation.
Can I talk to you about your car extended warranty? Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Can I talk to you about your car extended warranty? Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Can I talk to you about your car extended warranty? Excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
4.
Sir.
Okay, with that, you would be able to see there are supernatural tracks, so to speak, that you're able to spot. Like faintly glowing residue. It's very, very faint. You almost miss it. but you're able to spot it just like the rest were able to find out this is a spirit. And it does lead further down the hallway, and then it takes a right by the look of it.
Well, Michael will go ahead and follow it, motioning for the others to come with him.
We'll follow behind.
Okay. Let me know when you need me to do my thing.
What is your thing? And why weren't you doing it already?
I'm seeing how you guys handle spirits.
Toshime? No.
How we handle
The
spirits.
last time
Not
you
very
did that,
effectively.
one of us died. All three of us should have died the last time you did that.
Okay.
We
Sure, I'll
don't know
use
what
one
we're doing
Opticon.
as players. You do. We need your help on this stuff.
Okay, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
Using Panopticon. Able to look through spirit senses, sense the spirits around.
How far is the range for that ability? Does it say?
Wisdom, renown, plus 100 yards. So.
Okay, go ahead. Make your roll.
It would be 400. And this is extended action.
Okay.
Intelligence, occult, and wisdom.
What, 7 successes there?
So this is a setting down, starting a concentration, and saying, "This will take me a little bit, everyone."
Alright.
So that was my first roll. Only 7 successes so far. I need 10 to be able to do anything.
Okay. Then you may go ahead and keep trying.
Each one is a minute long, so whatever anybody else needs to do during this time.
Yumo gui gui fighty zao. Yumo gui gui fighty zao.
I move to guard the room.
You're in a small break room at the moment. That was where the trail led off before Michael lost track of it.
Okay, since I did reach the 10 successes, I become aware of all spirits of up to rank within Wisdom Renowned plus 100 yards. X 100 yards. So 400 yards.
Okay.
I have a -3 penalty to my own perception rules.
Mm-hmm.
I know where they all are. Gain a rough indication of what each spirit perceives, whether they are in combat or injured, and so forth. As an instant action, I can focus on a single spirit and fully immerse myself from that spirit's senses. This blocks out my own and those of the other spirits. I can perceive everything that the spirit does with perfect clarity, and may spend a point of essence to apply a penalty equal to my wisdom to all perception rules to that spirit for one scene.
Okay. Um.
And this works for one full scene.
Okay. You are only able to sense one spirit, it seems, right now. With that range. It looks like it's coming from above you and maybe about 100 yards to the east of you. So likely another room upstairs above you is where you're seeing it from. And it looks like it's in a room of notes and files by the look of it. Like, you can see old file cabinets, and from the look of it, something is trying to open them and rifle through them, is what you're seeing.
So it is physically manipulating.
Yes, it is. It doesn't look like he's necessarily physically touching it. It's more like he starts to reach out to tug it, but his hand doesn't actually touch the handle, but he's able to like pull it anyway.
Okay, and that costs me essence equal to the rank of the spirit.
That'll cost 2 essence.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Upstairs, and a little bit to the east.
Alright.
I'll need somebody to guide me while my eyes are blinded.
Alright.
Who wants to be my watchdog?
I can do that.
All right, well, Maddie's taking the lead, and I guess we'll proceed.
Okay.
And Maddie's being Perry's watchdog at the moment, guiding them. Is that so? Is that like me and Perry taking the lead, or?
Uh,
I
I
can't
say
really take the
Barney.
lead.
I say Barney takes the lead with you guiding, and then Michael will be behind.
Sounds good.
All right. Sounds good.
Sounds good. So you guys are able to make it to an elevator and take it on up. This floor looks like it's dedicated mostly to like the business side of things. Like it's not the area that actually like ships everything out or deals with it. It deals with like the notes, the records. It's the place where like people sit in order to make phone calls, to arrange things, to deal with things if something goes wrong. This is the bureaucratic area floor, so to speak.
Right.
And Perry, you are able to guide everyone to a door that is currently closed, and you can hear the faint sound of paper being moved on the other side.
Does the door have like a title thing on it, like director's office or something like that?
It looks to be a room that contains. It's basically acting as the storage room for like the notes and receipts of everything. They actually have paper copies of all that stuff as well.
And it looks
Right.
like it hasn't noticed us yet.
Yeah, right now it looks like it's focused on the filing cabinet.
Mm.
Yeah, right now, according to you, Perry, it looks like its focus is entirely on the filing cabinet it's going through.
Are there any guards around right now?
Doesn't look like it, no.
All right. Any cameras pointed at us?
One that you can see.
Does it look like it's active?
Yes.
It'll be fine as long as we stay in our normal forms when we go in.
All right. Then ready to kick down the door? Figuratively, I suppose.
Okay, do you want me to blind it before we go in?
I think that'd probably be good. Taking any advantage we can get will be good.
Okay, it's blind. Let's go.
All right. Barney, lead the charge.
Alrighty. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, you guys are able to head on in. Are you guys going to be looking into the Umbra when you do so?
Yes, I would assume so, because that's probably how we'd best see it.
Yeah, Michael's always one eye in the Umbra, one eye not.
I still have to keep mine sight going into this.
All right. And you guys are able to see a figure. Looks like a man, though you're not able to see much. He's wearing what looks to be like a heavy duty coat with its hood pulled up. And it looks like he's wearing a mask over his face. And he's just like grunting and muttering under his breath, like trying to rub at his eyes despite wearing the mask. And you can hear him just like going like, "What the fuck is going on?"
We could ask you the same thing.
Initiative?
No. He pauses and goes very still when he hears that before slowly taking his hands away and kind of lifting them up. Like, clearly, like, he's putting his hands up. So, nice weather we're having, aren't we?
So what are you
Indeed.
looking for?
No, just this and that, So first, who the hell are all of you?
Barney just walks up to him.
Can't see you right now.
Wait, what?
He
He's
can't
blinded.
see you. He's blind.
Wait, the guy who's looking through the papers is blind?
He just
Yeah.
got made blind. Yes, that's why he's just kind of. He heard you and he lifted his hands. He put his hands up.
Ah. Yeah, Barney walks up to him and basically stands behind him.
So, who are you and how can you see me?
We are werewolves, and apparently you are terrorizing someone.
No, I am not terrorizing anyone.
Then what are you doing here?
I'm trying to dig up some dirt, is what I'm trying to do.
That's kind of terrorizing.
For whom are you trying to dig this dirt up for?
Myself?
Why?
Because I'm trying to bring down the fucker who owns this place.
Oh? And what did the fucker who owns this place do to you?
Well, I've heard stories that he might be up to no good shit. And I'm trying to find out the information to see if I can bring him to justice or expose him to the rest of the world.
Oh, honey, trust me, there's more people who are doing more no good stuff than this person.
Not from what I've heard. I've heard this guy's pretty sick. At least that's what some of the stories I was able to pick up from a couple of the Unseelie who came down to the underworld. They're some of the ones who ain't happy with this little hamster thing.
You're
I
dealing
don't
with
know
the
what it is.
Unseelie. Oh, you poor
Maddie, do you
soul.
know what the Unseelie is?
Alright, as a player, I know what the Unseelie is.
Your
As a
character would too,
Alright,
because of dealings with your dad.
right. Oh, you poor soul. What are some of these tales that you've heard from them?
Human trafficking, organ collection and selling, black market deals. I've heard a lot of nasty stuff. So, being what I am, I came to investigate.
And pray tell, what has your investigations turned up so far?
Uh, well, I'm still looking right now. I only just started it.
Just started it? How long have you been haunting this place?
Maybe 2 or 3 days. This place is big, and it's not exactly easy for me to actually manage stuff. Kind of waves a hand through a table.
Hmm. fair enough, I suppose. And did you by any chance take a second to think why the Unseelie might be wanting you to deal with this person?
Because they don't like the fucker.
Well, no, duh. But I know of the Fae. They don't wear their intentions on their sleeve. I guarantee you, there's at least 2, if not more, levels to this than you were led to believe.
Oh, I figure. I mean, you're dealing with Faye. It's never straight to the face. But I can at least look into this and see where it goes.
Barney's just standing there behind him, just waiting to do something in case something goes wrong. He just glances at the rest of the pack, then back at him, then at the pack, then at him.
Hmm? Glances at Michael. What do you think we should do about this?
Well, my new boss wants me to, from what I understand, help them move on to the other side. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Am I wrong on that, Kerr?
No, you're right.
So, regardless of their intentions and such, I think we need to destroy it here.
That would not do that.
Ah.
No, the only way to help a spirit move on is by helping them deal with their
Fetters.
business.
Ah.
If you just destroy a spirit, you're going to either turn it into a specter or completely unmake it. Or drive it insane.
Hmm.
Well,
No, the only way to actually help a spirit specifically to move on is to help it resolve its fetters, its unfinished business.
well, I guess we're going to need to try and help it move on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who said anything about moving on? I'm here to do a job to try to take down this fucker.
And I'm here to do a job to make you move on.
Barney just does like a gesture where he's like finger claws.
No, we can't just destroy it. Though if it doesn't want to work with us on moving on, then, well, we may be left with no choice.
Look, I'm telling you, this guy is shady and corrupt as fuck.
Alright. While they're talking, I'll go ahead and take a little look at the drawers that he was trying to get into. Because if I can find a little information to put this guy at ease, then maybe that'll help.
Give me intelligence plus investigation roll.
Like I really shouldn't be doing the investigation parts. Uh, intelligence.
I mean, I can do it, I think.
All right. Yeah, that'd probably be for the best.
Michael's at least good at that. Sometimes. When the dice decide he is. Well, I got 5.
Okay. Michael, you come over to look at the drawer that he was going through, and you begin to look through like these. Looks like these are like shipment manifestos for things that they've sent out or received. And as you're going through them, what you're seeing is basically like, wait a second. No, these numbers don't always add up. Like, these shipments shouldn't be this big. These shipments seem off, or the money doesn't add up.
Oh, the books don't
Embezzlement.
line up.
Like,
Would this perhaps call for a larceny roll?
you could attempt to make one, Maddie. I would allow it. Basically, looking through this, like a basic look through wouldn't do it, but like doing as deep a look as you are doing, Michael, you can clearly see there is something up. These are issues.
Alright. Would that be an intelligence and larceny?
Correct.
Alright. Well, a net of 2. 2 freaking ones there.
um, Looking through this with Michael's help as you're kind of putting this together, it looks like there could be at least a little bit of merit to his words of they could be shipping stuff either under the table or hiding stuff.
Right, hiding stuff behind the numbers. Oh, go ahead and share my findings with everyone else, and I'm gonna be AFK for just a moment as I need to use the throne. Just a second.
I knew it. He was engaged in the illegal acorn trafficking business.
Totally.
Michael's gonna go ahead and try looking through it and seeing if he can figure out anything more. It was intelligence plus larceny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use willpower to reroll?
Yes.
Okay. I keep forgetting if it's valid in this system. Oh, come on! Really? Both of them were 0?
Wah, wah.
Am I allowed to use
Yeah,
another one?
Joke.
No, it's only
No,
one.
only once.
Michael, you aren't really able to make heads or tails on this, on like the greater meaning of what these notes mean or represent. Just basically what Maddie kind of says. That is, unless the chat gives you a reroll.
Chat! Chat!
Chat,
back.
chat. You have until the end of the Marten video. Well, I'm going to do a Marten video. You have until the end of my Marten video.
What happened in like the 2 seconds I was gone?
I rolled
Make your
2
case to the
botches.
chat.
Not enough air.
Kenku gave a reroll!
All right, then you can make the reroll after my Marten video.
Why after it?
Because I want to enjoy my Marten video.
The Marten wants the Pepsi.
Bipsy.
What was being rolled?
Death. Oh, right. So while you were away, we were under attack. You need to roll a Dex plus academics roll, or you insta die.
Dex plus academics.
No.
Okay.
The ghost is giving you a test. There we go. Thank you, Conquer. 4.
Michael is just going through the information.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it looks like there could be. It looks like it was always specific orders that this was done with. Either it was like the company that they did the shipping to, or like, for instance, like these orders for like fresh meat and other supplies, those ones are always off for some reason. And that's just like one example of what you see. But you see this throughout all of the paperwork as you're just kind of leafing and going through it.
So that's all that we're able to pick up on this. No indication on. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it looks like there's clearly illegal smuggling or other issues here, but these are all of this paperwork here is very on the up and up. So, like, there's nothing here that clearly gives away anything, only what you can infer. And, like, the numbers clearly don't match up. These companies are clearly up to something based on all this. And you can kind of put together that it's these specific orders that are wrong. And it's always the same orders or the same company. But that's all the information you can draw specifically from this information source. You would need to find something else to find more information. All this is very much the legal documentation. This is the stuff that anyone could look at and see, and it's still not technically incriminating. It's just really bad note and record keeping. Technically nothing illegal here. Technically.
Alright, kid. Well, my job is to get you to move on. How do we do that? Did you die at the hands of this guy or something?
No, I've been dead for about 150 years now.
So what's keeping you around still?
I have my reasons. I don't see why I need to tell you that. We just met, and, well, I still can't see for some reason.
Oh yes, one of us is making you blind. However, bless you. However, we cannot continue. Let me regather my thoughts. We've got one of two things that we can do here. We can either destroy you, or we can help you bring this to light and then help you move on. Either way, you're not going to continue existing in this form.
Maybe we could talk about this after you help me, maybe?
Oh no. We're gonna determine if that's the case now. Option A or option B?
Look, I'm trying to help people, okay? And yeah, I might consider trying to move on, maybe once I deal with my current work, because there's a lot of people counting on me, possibly. I don't know, which is why I'm trying to figure it out.
Your time on this planet was over a long time ago. It is far past time for you to move on. Think of me as your
Michael?
own personal... What?
We have another job that we can do for. We can do this job for him. And then help him move on. If you try to force the issue of not helping him, then he'll just gain more fetters on getting this done, which will keep him here longer.
Oh no, I'm offering to help. But I want his promise that afterwards he moves on. And
I
that we
can't just
break...
let go of my shit. I haven't been here for 150 years because it's so easy for me. I do my work because these people need help. Because the living are fucking idiots.
Yes, they are. But it is well beyond time that your responsibility for helping them has ended. Let the living continue your work.
Look,
We'll help you out.
if I try to move on, for all I know, I could get fortune as soul steal. Because moving on is considered to be a myth in the underworld. And anyone who tries to do it, they're considered heretics. And bad things happen to them. I mean, I'm all for trying to move on and such. But I got my job to do. Maybe
And
I
I
will.
have mine. I basically work for Death himself.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Do you know his name, Michael?
He never gave it to you.
Well, like I said, there's two easy solutions here. We either help you move on after we help you with this, or we just destroy you and see what happens from there.
You can't destroy me.
Oh.
Look,
We're
look,
werewolves.
I'm okay.
We can eat you.
You can try. Look, I'm okay at least talking about this stuff once all this is done with, okay? I'm willing to at least hear out your pitch.
I don't even know my pitch. I just know this is what I'm supposed to do now. That is all I know.
Michael, you need to get training from somebody who can help you with this stuff. AKA
Perry.
a wraith.
Looks at you, Perry, as you also know all these things too.
Yeah, the player that can be involved in helping us out.
I haven't touched wraith before.
It more meant that you're a werewolf would still be aware of how to help spirits and such.
Yes, Michael, I think we should be switching employers to this guy.
There's at least I can say at least there's enough evidence here that you can see to know that Mr. Esquire the Third might not be on the entirely up and up.
Jerk.
Might not.
He could just be really bad at record keeping.
I mean, I suppose he is a squirrel, and they do tend to lose their nuts and stuff.
Oh,
Not that kind.
look, if you guys want to help me and hear me out, why don't you guys come with me? I'm going to head to one of those little forbidden sections. Apparently, only the rat and some of his most trusted top people can go into those areas. I figured if I'm going to get any information from this, that's where it's going to be. That's going to be the juicy tidbits.
I'm up for it.
Barney just does the little hand claw motion again.
And with that, I'm going to drop the Panopticon.
Oh, thank you. I finally see it again. Please don't do that again. That was really uncomfortable. Oh, yeah, before I forget, I'm Jonah, by the way.
Well, hopefully it is a pleasure to have met you, Jonah.
All right. What do you say? How about we do some breaking and entering?
I'm good at breaking.
Sounds like a time for some good
I-
old larceny.
I mean, I don't think we're really going to need to break anything. I can just open the door.
But breaking.
But there's at least two people who can just open a door.
Foxfiend, you
Regardless
are
of if it's
being
locked.
really quiet.
Oh, sorry. Is that a little bit better?
That is better, yes.
Alright. There's at least two people here who can just open a door regardless of its locked state.
Yeah, let's head to one of these areas.
All right. And with that, I think we will end it here because I need to get some dinner before it's Exalted time.
Alrighty.
Mm,
Barney, what
He hasn't
did
even
you
noticed that Barney was behind him, Wolf Mage.
Wait, what?
The ghost didn't even notice that you were behind him.
He just goes, "Ah." Big toothy smile.
Well, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us today for House of the Deathsinger World of Darkness Werewolf. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by using our Humble Bundle partner link, subscribing to our YouTube channel, or by coming by and just hanging out. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.